Hey everybody, it's Rob the Cherry City Guns and Ammo. Today we've got a real treat here, something I've been wanting to shoot for a really long time. This is a Browning high power chamber 9mm. This is an actual original 9mm, original Browning. There's been a lot of clones that have come out lately, Springfield Armory, Gerson, a bunch of clones have been made of this gun, but this is an original, and I've never fired one before today, so let's see how it goes. Wow, that is an incredibly smooth action. That's one thing I've always heard about the Brownies, is how smooth the action is. And if you don't know anything about them, as the name might let on, Browning, it was designed by the late John Moses Browning, the kind of godfather of modern firearms. And this is the last gun he really was involved in the designing of. There's some elements that kind of remind you of a 1911, which is another John Browning design. But in his mind, it was kind of the perfected version of the 9mm. I like it. It's pretty cool. Let's put some more rounds through it. Let's try some rounds at a little longer distance. Let's run out here to 60 yards. This thing's super cool. I'm very lucky to have a friend that was willing to bring this out for me to try out. So we're going to go up there to that 60-yard silhouette. See if we can make some hits at 60 yards. I don't know why. So I fired 5 test rounds before I started the video, and I had this happen once before. It did lock back. Not sure why, but just want to keep it up front with you guys. Let's go back out there to 60 yards. No idea where I'm hitting there. Let's try that red plate at 60 yards. You guys are probably telling the video better than I can while I'm shooting it where I'm hitting there. But man, I just can't get over how smooth that action is. And it's got a really nice trigger. Now these do have a magazine disconnect, so you do have to have either loaded or unloaded mag to be able to actually pull the trigger and drop the hammer. I'm not a huge fan of that, but that's just how they're made. And there's not really a whole lot you can do about it. But it's got a frame-mounted safety that, along with putting on the safety, and makes so the hammer can't be fired. You can see it actually locks in the slide. Similar to a 1911, but a little different. It's a little different mechanism. Instead of like a ramp that comes up and stops it, it's more like a hook that goes into place there. I don't know how well you can tell. And the slide release is a little bit on a different side as well. The nice thing is, for disassembly, the safety can go into this other hook to actually lock the slide back along with your actual slide release. So it almost has kind of like a double slide release or a double slide lock. But I'm going to go load it up some more, and we might try it a little longer distance. Alright, what we were shooting before was some 124 grain Blazer brass. Now we've got some herders, so we'll take that out to the 60 yards, see if I can make a little more consistent shots. I don't know why, but I don't feel like I can shoot 124 grain well, which you wouldn't think would make much of a difference. Maybe it's a mental thing. Let's see. Alright, now let's go out to the 100 yard. So if you look way out here, that's our 100 yard backstop. At the far right, we've got an orange silhouette. 100 yards of the pistol ain't easy. I don't know how many I shot, but I hit it twice. So that's not too bad with a gun I'm not familiar with. Got another loaded mag here. Let's go back up close. I just realized I haven't shot my hostage popper, which is like my favorite thing in the world to shoot. So let's go here to the silhouette with the hostage popper. See how we can do on the hostage popper. There we go. And we had another lock back. Not sure why that's happening. But now I will tell you, so the owner of this gun let me know this gun has not seen the light of day in about 25 years. And so it might need some lube. Who knows? Might need a little working in. I don't get the impression it's been fired. It was fired much before it was put away. And right over top my hostage popper. Huh. Well, I will say I like the feel of this gun quite a bit. I've kind of always wanted an opportunity to shoot one of these original Browning high powers, but they haven't made these in a while, and they're quite expensive to pick up if you can find one. I'm interested in trying some of the clones. Like, I hear really good things about the EAA Gerson, and I'd like to give it a shot just to see, especially now that I've tried the real deal here. I'm gonna go grab the trigger scale and see what the trigger says about it. Wow, I'm going to cut that out. Let's see what the trigger gauge says about the trigger pull on it. It feels pretty light. Doesn't have a lot of reset. Let's see. Yeah. So let's see what that reset looks like. So that's one thing I found just now that I don't care for. This is kind of tough to do this because you have to have a magazine in it, but the magazine keeps it locked back. Let's see here. So the reset is long, unfortunately, and you can't feel it. You can't feel it, you can't hear it when you reach it. So, but the regular trigger pull is super crisp. I like the trigger pull. I would guess it's probably about 4 pounds. But the reset is a different story. It's kind of long, and I just let off the trigger. I never felt, never heard anything. So it's a total guess where your reset is. So that's one negative I would say about it. But the trigger pull itself is pretty great. Let me go load up some more, and we'll maybe run the plate rack and try out a few other things real quick. All right, I realized that forgot to bring my trigger scale with me. I would guess the trigger is about 4 pounds, and it is super crisp. It has a great feel to it. I really like the trigger. I just don't like the fact that there's not a noticeable reset on it at all. We got a few rounds left here. Let's run down the plate rack real quick. Overall, I do like the feel and function of it. Seems to be a good shooter. This is the first time I've ever shot it, so there's always a learning curve with a new firearm. And sometimes you just have off days. But I do like the way it shoots. I do like the ergonomics of it. The grips are super comfortable. I don't know how well you can tell, but it gives you a little bit of a shelf right here and on this side for your thumb. Super ergonomic feel. Completely smooth front strap, which I would prefer a little checkering there, and maybe even a little bit on the back strap, but I would most want it on the front strap. I like a lot of front strap checkering. Other than that, I really like this gun. They're super classic. These original made in Belgium Browning high powers are only going up in price. So if you have an opportunity, might not be a bad one to pick up while you can before they absolutely get nuts. Or if you just want something that you can shoot, there's always all the Browning high power clones that are out now that are really reasonably priced and are getting really good reviews. Hopefully I'll get my hands on one of those soon and we can try it out. But that's my review of the original Belgium made Browning high power. It's a pretty cool little pistol. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I appreciate your time, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.